Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Sacramento Kings.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for some good basketball.
So with Bird sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama's out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Tatum. And it's Durant in at the 2 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Baylor is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Kareem, and it's McGrady in at the 2. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. Will Chamberlain picks one up. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Throw good, Wembanyama. Staying healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient. But patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Tatum. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Los Angeles with another miss.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Antetokounmpo against Chamberlain. Giannis passes to Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
To end the cold streak, goes back up. Wembanyama with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside Baylor. Driving in. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Clippers.
Tracy McGrady.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Clippers trail by 5. To the inside, Chamberlain. And finally, that one's good.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Wembanyama against Abdul-Jabbar. Wembanyama passes to KD. Tatum setting the pick for Durant. In the corner, Tatum with it. 6 on the shot clock. Over McGrady. San Antonio again missing. And so Stockton will bring it up for Los Angeles. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Wembanyama passes to Durant. And here's Giannis. Hasn't made one yet. Chamberlain with the block. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Drexler, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. The Spurs also with the sub. Irving's checked in for Jason Tatum. A nice shot by KD.
Kevin, he's been around the league a long time, so super smart around the basket to rise up and finish.
Drexler passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain against Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Chamberlain. D right on him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Giannis outside. Pass to KD. Wembanyama, a screen on Drexler. Here's KD, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Nowitzki comes in for Chamberlain. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Drexler. And it's Robertson in for John Stockton. San Antonio also making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Jason Tatum comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Larry Bird sub for Durant. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Robertson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Robertson from outside the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So with George on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Bird. Irving is out there with Rose. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bird passes to Rose. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Robertson. He has yet to score. Pass to McGrady. And he dunks it down.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And he makes the first. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Baylor, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Spurs also with the sub. George is checked in. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Checking out the stats for Jokic. Great showing for him last season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And he's so physical, so explosive. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he was a top 5 rebounder a season ago.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
For the Clippers, Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Jokic. And it's Stockton in for Robertson. Then for the Spurs, Giannis, he's checked in for Jordan, and Irving subbed in for Bird. Stockton the bounce pass. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Stockton. Nowitzki sets a screen for Stockton. High post, Nowitzki. Offline from the high post.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
George with no one around. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Stockton with a screen on Irving. Down low, Nowitzki, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3.
On the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
Now here's Rose. Still scoreless. Here's Giannis. From deep, George. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Back to Stockton. Baylor a screen on Rose. And Stockton, here we go. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the defense can't let Stockton get into the lane. Even when you get aggressive, he just finds ways to score.
Now, here is Irving. There's the screen. Pass to George. Out to the right wing. Baylor against Rose. Tatum setting the pick for Rose. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. A different look for the Clippers. Jokic, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Robertson comes in for McGrady. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Stockton. Then for the Spurs, Paolo Banchero's checked in for Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant comes in for Irving. And Anthony subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Baylor. Inside, Jokic. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Banchero dishes to Anthony. Outside, George from past the arc. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game. Robertson passes to Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
For the Clippers, Chamberlain's checked in for Jokic. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Robertson. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for the Spurs. Tatum comes in for Anthony. Now, here is McGrady. He has 7. 44 seconds left in the first half of the game. Nice defense from KD. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So tough to contain the length of Giannis. When he takes those strides, he's going to make you foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
He's off on the first.
How is it that Giannis always seems fired up? I mean, this guy has a true enthusiasm for the game and for competition. He just delivers night in and night out. That's what makes him a star.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And doing much better now. In that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Tie game in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Clippers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. So with Drexler sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Tracy McGrady. Chamberlain is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Bailey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That one goes in.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Tatum no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Tries the spin move. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scores off the spin. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for McGrady. Again, Los Angeles.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
For Wembanyama. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game last year, over 3.5 blocks and 10 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Yeah, a lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. McGrady outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Nice defense from KD.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Clippers leading by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot by McGrady, no good. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Giannis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
So he can't get either to fall. And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making one free throw. Jokic has checked in for the Clippers. Robertson comes in for Baylor. And San Antonio also making a switch. Rose is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 5. Spins. McGrady converts after the nice spin. McGrady's got 14 points for the game.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Rose passes to Tatum, and here is Durant. Wembanyama, a screen on Robertson. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
McGrady against Tatum. McGrady outside.
2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Wembanyama. The putback high over the top. Wembanyama.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
You know, you see yourself on the big screen, and you know what to do. Let's see them move.
different look for the Clippers. Nowitzki comes in for Jokic. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Robertson. The Spurs also with the sub. Bird, he's checked in for Rose. Los Angeles leading by 3. Tracy McGrady on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Nowitzki with the screen on Tatum. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Durant finds Wembanyama. Bird looking it over. Over Drexler. Drexler with the block. Lets it fly from 18. Bank shot, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Pass to McGrady. Going inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
A different look for the Clippers. Jokic, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Stockton subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Spurs, Jordan's checked in for Wembanyama. Irving comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Durant. And the shot goes in. Rose has got his second basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McGrady against Bird. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Los Angeles with another miss. Outside Rose. Over Stockton. And that one released in time, but no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Clippers on top, up 2. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You know, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Antetokounmpo. Rose is out there with Paul George. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bird in its small forward. Stockton against Rose. Stockton kicks to Robertson. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stockton. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. San Antonio trailing here. To tie it up. George, no good. The Clippers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. That's good from Stockton, the assist by Robertson.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
George looking over the floor. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now, here's Jokic. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Stockton with it. George picks him up. Rose against Stockton. Over Rose. Stockton can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 5. Banchero dishes to Bird. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Giannis sets a screen for Banchero. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great J from Antetokounmpo, really developing that part of his game.
Stockton outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Baylor is screen on Rose. Stockton in the high post. Working on Rose. Stockton, no good. Spurs trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've got.
There's Giannis taking flight.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. So for the Clippers, Chamberlain's checked in for Jokic. McGrady comes in for Robertson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for John Stockton. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Banchero. Kevin Durant comes in for Bird. And it's Jason Tatum in for Derrick Rose. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. KD passes to Wembanyama. Durant with it. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Wembanyama. McGrady with the ball. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Baylor against George. Baylor kicks to Chamberlain. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Chamberlain against George. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio with the rebound. Giannis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Oh, just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. And that's a big whistle.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Tries the hook. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Chamberlain against Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Dennis Antetokounmpo, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Giannis dishes to George. KD against McGrady. Here's KD. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Chamberlain. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Rocket 6. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Stockton's checked in. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Antetokounmpo against Baylor. Now, Antetokounmpo. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Golden State Warriors. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Clippers, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And checking out the Warriors, 2 spots below.
When I look at the Clippers, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Anthony Davis, and it's Pippen in at the 3, small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
Here's McGrady. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Outside Davis. Pass to West. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's McGrady. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Here's West. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And there's a pick. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. On offense, here are the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Now here's Davis. Trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Memphis. Jordan misses.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. In third, the Warriors.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's McGrady. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The Warriors pull it in.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Davis. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now. From the elbow. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Baylor's got 5 now.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Davis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And he drops the first. You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, B.A., it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. With the 10-footer, no good off the glass. The Clippers lead by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Davis. Pass to Nash. Here's West. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Jordan, the pass to Nash. Here's West. Shot blocked. Here's Drexler. 1:06 left in the first. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And finished off by Davis.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's Nash. Finished off the break.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Chamberlain. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. To the inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Nash. Pass to Jordan. Yes, it's good. Jordan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Here's Stockton, still without a bucket. Pass to Jokic. The fader. It's hauled in by Robinson.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Nash. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Iverson. Misses the layup. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's McGrady. Unloads. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Davis, he's checked in for the Warriors. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Iverson. No points so far. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Robertson.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to McGrady. Here's Robertson. It's rebounded by Golden State. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And the basket by Pippen.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so here are the Clippers. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Clippers. And the second free throw is good. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to McHale. Here's Pippen. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. It's tipped.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
17-foot shot on the way. Davis with a rebound. Warriors trail by 9. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting team. The Clippers, number 1. The Warriors, 4th.
Oh, man. Both these teams love the three ball. Two of the best at hitting long-range shots.
So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by Davis. Here's Pippen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Something we don't always talk about with Davis because he's so talented is his elite understanding of the game, his basketball IQ.
Here's Baylor. He's got 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Jordan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Michael Jordan at the foul line for 1.
Throws good. Jordan. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Robertson. Covered by Jordan. Here's Robertson. No made baskets yet. And it's Baylor missing. Davis down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
.151 left in the second period. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by McHale. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Pierce. Pierce, the rebound by Robertson. The Clippers shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Warriors with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to West. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. West misses.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Baylor, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baylor. Knocked loose. Jokic, the screen. Okay, knockout. Wow. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's West. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Jordan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Jordan with it. He has 7. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Yeah, let's hear it for the participants.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
Several teams wrestling for position there. I know wrestling is an arena you have some experience in, Shaq.
Absolutely. I remain undefeated as a wrestler. Just don't check the tape.
But hope you're better in the ring.
You talk and keep, Kenny. I'll at you from the rope top.
Or you keep. You talk and keep, Kenny.
You talk and keep.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for Golden State.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Warriors trail by 8. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Chamberlain in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And there's the screen. Here's Jordan. Money from 17 feet out. Jordan's got 9.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to McGrady to the left side wing. Clock at 6. From deep. They get it back. Here's Chamberlain. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 8.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Here's West. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The 15-footer. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here are some of the best scorers in the league so far. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Mutombo. Outside Davis. There's the block. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
From deep, Jordan. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
SGA from distance.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Pass to West. There's Davis with the 3, and they get it back. Here's Pippen. 6 on the shot clock, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting for Golden State, Scottie Pippen at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 9-1 run. Pass to Chamberlain. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Pippen. He's got 7. A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Sacramento Kings.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. That one's no good.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Warriors trail by 15. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to West. Here's McHale. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Here's Pippen. Knocks it down from distance. Pippen's got 11.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Pippen. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter here. And a missed layup. Here's McGrady. Rebounded by West. Golden State is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Blocked! Here's Drexler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No good. Some solid defense from Jordan. The Warriors have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Fades away. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
The Clippers lead by 12. Pass to Drexler. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Chamberlain. 6 to shoot. Left side Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Following this game, they host the Magic, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the line for 2. Shai Gilgeous.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Anthony Davis, and it's Robinson in at the 5. Pass to Nowitzki. It's good. Off the glass. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Number 23, Paul Pierce.
Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
The Clippers lead by 14. Here's Stockton. With the drive. Oh, Robinson with a block. Here's West. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Nowitzki.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Stockton pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nowitzki. Check by Davis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Nowitzki missing. Warriors trail by 14. And there's the lob. Anthony Davis going up top.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Here's Stockton. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Pierce. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes both from the line. Los Angeles leading by 12. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Robertson's shot is off.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Jordan, the pass to Davis. Here's Pippen. Pass to Mutombo. Now Jordan. Shoots. And the Warriors miss again. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's McGrady. Here's Chamberlain. And he drains the turnaround J. And the Clippers lead by 14. And for the Warriors, they're shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And the Clippers making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, Going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for LA, Wilt Chamberlain. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
Jordan got a piece of it. Here's McGrady. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Baylor.
Foul against Golden State. Jerry West. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the wing. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Jordan. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Baylor. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan, the pass to Davis. Here's West. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Clippers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Offensive board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Chamberlain, checked by Davis, and once again off the mark by Los Angeles. Golden State with the ball. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to West.
Jerry West.
It's the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's